adventures.
Hey guys, it's Chuke here from Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I know I've talked a lot about the big bore calibers. I tested the 375 H&H, the 330A. I love a 300 Win Mag, but I find myself going back to the 308 Winchester over and over as my main hunting rifle, surprisingly, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, obviously, this is not a rifle for a big Kodiak brown bear hunt. For that hunt, I've always said I like the 375 H&H, but I tend to hunt larger game. Caribou, bull caribou can get very large, and black bears, they can get really big, and of course, Sitka black-tailed deer. Those are the main species that I target in my hunting every year, and you just cannot go wrong with a good 308. Now, my dad always said a 308 can do everything a 30-06 can, and I believe that. The 30-06 is actually what is suggested by Fish and Game when you look at their manuals and the information they put out because of the power and the low recoil. I think the 308 capitalizes on that even more. There's just hardly any recoil, especially if you have a break like I have on this rifle. Now, this is a very interesting rifle. This is the tactical Remington 700, the AAC SD, I believe. I've had like 3 of these. I keep going back to it, even though a lot of people hate the Hogue overmolded stock. One of the complaints about it, if you put a bipod on the bottom, it is no longer free float, and you can see where the barrel is actually touching that stock. But here's the thing, even though it's not free float, I get such crazy accuracy with this. I am still getting way less than an inch at 100 yards, sub MOA. Just amazing. I started out with SST, and I actually did better with the Stag Arms 10. Then when I switched to ELDX, this thing just it shoots better than me. Now, for the first time, I'm using Atlas bipod. I definitely suggest that. That's been really nice. And I've got this Night Force NXS. It's a 5.5 to 22 by 50, kind of overkill scope, but it's really nice to see what you're looking at. And the scope and the rifle shoot better than I do, which I'm really impressed with, especially only a 20-inch barrel. 308 does really well with these shorter barrels. So this is the first rifle. I have taken a caribou with this rifle. I had a Leopold Mark IV scope on it at the time, but I'm liking this scope even more. So I will be doing some more hunts. I did do the kind of the rattle can, so I kind of made this a period sniper build, so pretty happy with it. So that's my first rifle. The second rifle is a Stag Arms Stag 10 in 308. This is also a 20-inch barrel, but this is fairly light, just like some of those POF models. I would guess this feels about 7, probably 8 pounds or more with the scope and the bipod. I don't know if I would keep the bipod on. It is nice for the range, but I was getting 1-inch groups with this. Pretty impressed. I especially like this Gunner LPVO. Now, before I had a Vortex Strike Eagle. They don't really make those anymore. It was a 1:6. It was okay, but this is way more accurate. This is a 1:10 by 28, and they actually have a 34mm tube on here. The glass is great. It's got a lit reticle. I could not be happier. They sent me this for review, and I was a little cautious at first, but after using it, I am super excited about it. It's got the throw lever on there, and it did come with this mount. Mounting it was a breeze, and I got really good accuracy, and like I said, the glass was pretty clear. So if you want one of these, use my code CHUKE. It'll save you 50 bucks on their LPVO, so check out Gunner Optics, their website, but this is the Odin model. So really happy with it. I think AR-10s are great for hunting in Alaska, and kind of funny about this model, I got it from my buddy, and he got it from somebody else, and he's like, it's got a body on it, Chuke. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, the guy killed a brown bear with it. So the original owner killed the brown bear here in Alaska with this rifle. I don't know what size, but a lot of people, you'd be surprised, a lot of people hunt with the 308 AR-10 because of the capacity, the lower recoil. You can just get right on target, and you can take more than one rapid shots. And if you've got a good tuned AR-10 that's not going to fail on you, it's actually really good defense for a bear coming at you because it's handy. Typically the barrels are a little shorter depending on which one you get, and you can just, you know, take it down with a few shots of 308. 308, like I said, has more than enough power for what I'm doing. So this next hunting season, that's the combo I'm going to hunt with. I got the long range 308, kind of the sniper build, and then I got this AR-10 with the LPVO. I can reach out to a couple hundred yards, no problem, very accurate, hardly any recoil. There's nothing that I don't like about both these setups. So let me know what you think about the 308 as a hunting round. I think it speaks for itself. I've taken tons of very large game with the 308 Winchester. There's a lot of ammo available for it. As for bug out purposes, I mean, you've got NATO surplus ammo. I like to collect that, and it just makes a lot of sense for your dedicated marksman rifle. You can just do all kinds of stuff with it. So thanks for tuning in. I'll have more videos for you. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time.